Okay, we're trying to work the magic stack here, and we start, I'm getting a little confused, but we start in the key of D on the 5th here, and if we do an A shape from the 2nd string, okay, it's going to become a D. And that's all it is, where the D string is. It would be the D string if you put a nut there. That's all that, we can move on because you know, it takes time to show you that. It would be an A shape would be bump, 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 G sharp, okay, up there, B, and up to there. And then we go back to this, all right? So, but we want to start it from the 2nd string. So starting from the 2nd string, the A shape, starting from the D on the string, because it's a new D string, because there's a nut there, imaginary nut there, right? So it's bump, 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 bump. Oh, we have to warp. And there's your D shape. All right? And that's all it says, is that the D would be, from the D string would be the D shape. From the G string, an A from the G string would be the G shape. That's all the magic stack is. That's all I tried to, you know, I tried to make something magic stack like that. So we want to get to where we are today. I don't think we're going to get there. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go directly to the chart for today. All right, so I'll just go to one of my chart folder here. This is today's. This is actually today's, way up to date now. And of course, we're talking about this a little bit here. This is the start cage from any string render chart for warped cage shapes. All right, so here's the magic stack we were just talking about, but we don't have to focus on that. You know, I don't need that much of it because it's too difficult to, you know, remember that the nut would start at the A note there. You can put your finger there and make it, when you do it like that, it'd be easy, but it's just a, what it is it's because of the intervals here. If you play a C shape on the 2nd string, it becomes an E, and that's a P3rd interval. And then you play the C shape, and then from there it goes into fourths again. So I figured, oh well, let's line it up so that it's like a guitar string. So I lined up, here's a fourth, a fourth, a fourth, a third, then a fourth, just like guitar tuning. And it turns out, if you play an A on the C, on the 4th string on the C string, all right, if that's where the new tuning was, it would be a C, and it does line up like that. And that's the way to make advances in guitar theory, is to deal with the situation that the tuning on the guitar has a third in it, you know, third, and then back to a fourth. This is the 3rd tuning. So you look for, you know, with the cage system, and it's, you know, the 6th string is just a repeat of the 1st string, and but mostly we're dealing with a 5-string system, a 5 letter system, and that makes sense. That's not a coincidence. So this is an important thing to remember with making breakthroughs in guitar simplifications and stuff, is that it ain't a coincidence. If it looks like it makes sense, it makes sense. So what did I do here? I decided this is what I had to do today. This is the normal guitar fretboard, okay? And it's got a warp between the top, the 3rd from the top and the 2nd to the top string. So this little line here is the warp. What I did between, and this is called C3 here, because 3 is the E, the 3rd of C is the E. So that's your E tuning right there. You know, guitar tuning goes E, A, D, G. G is the 5th of C, right? So the tuning is on the 3rd there. And what I did then is I moved the whole thing up, boom, and magically filled in the bottom with the patterns, because you know the pattern stack, and you extend the pattern stack sideways. Okay, so you got a double 7L, and you fill in the other 7Ls come marching in the big stuff, you know. And you can put these things together, so I know what would fill in and come in from underneath. And I looked at the warp there now. So we lost 3/4, the 3 string up here, and we now have the 7, which is underneath it. And lo and behold, what we have there is an E. Okay, so if this was the nut or your finger bar here, right here, this guy right here, all the way down here. Okay, I'm not gonna. I could draw a line there. I could draw a line there. This would be your, hypothetically, this is the nut. Okay, nut. I can't write with. Oh, it's time to wake up. I can't write with that. Now I'm really, you know, that was really some kind of a nut. All right, so that's what a nut with a line in it. It's a hut. It's a hut. It's getting hot in here. All right, so no, it's getting cold in here actually, and I'm just trying to convince myself it's getting warmer. So this is the nut that goes all the way down. And that's important. It's important to see that nothing's shifting this way with this argument. Okay? That it's all, you know, hypothetically. So where that 7R is, if let's say in the key of C, so the 7R would be here. This one would actually be, the nut would be right up here on the E, on the B rather, if that was in the key of C. But it doesn't have to be in the key of C this time, because there's no colors. That's why this diagram up here does not have a root 2, 3 on it anywhere. Not on any of the accidental black notes, not on any of these. It just says this is a C, this is a D, this is an E. Has nothing to do with what's going on here. These are caged shapes that can be done in any key. So as you know, the C shape goes 3, 5, 6, root, 2, 3, 5, 6, warp, warp, R2, and then back to another S2L 3, 5, just like the first one. So I push that whole thing up, and we come up with, pushes the 7 up to the 6th string, and in from there comes basically the same thing. I could have done this so easy just by grabbing this and putting it down there. I went and got it somewhere else. And that gives us the E shape, which starts on the 7. Oh my goodness. And it's always going to start on the 7 in a perfect diatonic caged E shape. Diatonic caged E shape. Seven root. Okay, we're running out of time because but I want to get this, and then we'll be back to finish the other ones. So that is now the E shape. Push that up. Push that situation up 1. So we're losing the 5, 6 string. The 2, 3 string becomes. Oh, wait a second. No, push this one up. All right, we're losing the 7 string, and the 5, 6 string becomes the top string, so the 5, 6 string gets repeated, comes in from the bottom. And now we've got a new situation that we built from just taking the E-shaped situation, and now we make the A-shaped situation, which starts on the 5th. So A starts on the 5, okay? That's how that works. We created another fretboard.